So we're getting toward the end of November, and I thought it'd be sort of interesting to do a quick check on what mango trees might be flowering. And this is no surprise. We have flowers, a lot of flowers actually, on Rosa. It is always very enthusiastic, very early to flower and to fruit. So here's another variety that is flowering, and its name is sounding related to the one we just looked at, Rosa, but it is not. It's not related to Rosa, as far as I know, but its name is Rosy Gold. And Rosy Gold, it can be an extremely early fruit. We've got, flowers and young fruit here, but it's not going to be crazy early for us. I know of a few places that actually have gotten fruit from their Rosy Gold in the last couple months. Crazy. So here's some more flowers here, and it's looking like we'll have a pretty good crop. Of course, we'll end up having more flowers on these branches that don't yet have flowers, but yeah, looking good so far. So here we have Phoenix, and we have quite a few panicles on this area. This is the only area of the tree that is Phoenix, and it is blooming. I think I counted 10 bloom spikes, and there's some that are emerging still. So hopefully that means a good year for Phoenix, and we'll just have to see how it goes. And another variety that is flowering now is Julie, and this is the only flower area that we have seen on any of our trees, any of our Julie trees. So we expect for all of these trees to burst out in bloom sometime soon, probably earlier than the rest of the grove, but right now we do have technically flowers on Julie. So finally we have Dwarf Hawaiian, and this tree especially has a lot of bloom on top. It's got some on the sides too, and a lot that is emerging. Dwarf Hawaiian is just a crazy producer, lots of flowers and hopefully lots of fruit. It's just really nice variety. The tree can be kept very small, but this particular variety is probably going to be the first one that we will have for sale, but that is not for months. It's going to be probably 4 months, maybe a little bit longer, before the trees that have flowers on them now will have fruit that's ready to pick. So of course, even though there's a lot of flowers up there, not all of those are going to make it to supporting fruit. You just get a lot of flowers on a panicle and 1 or 2 fruit max, and sometimes none of the flowers will develop into fruit. But still, it's nice seeing the flowers. So those are our varieties that we have flowering now. We grow about 145 varieties of mangoes, and so when we're looking at just a handful of varieties, it's not that good of news at this point, but the season's still early, and we expect that we will get some more flowers on the other trees once we get colder weather. The cold weather tends to trigger bloom. We will get temperatures into the 50s within the next week, but that might not be enough to trigger everything, but it's still November, so we should have some colder weather in January also. The whole season, mango season, just depends on the timing of the weather, especially the cold. So right now things are looking good, the trees are looking healthy, and we do have flowers on some of the trees, and we're hoping that we get a nice cold snap and that all of the trees will have a good year. So fingers crossed on that one.